Welcome guys, today we're going to have an interview with Miss Counsil, the superintendent of the school. So, let's start with the basics. How will you describe your childhood?
Oh, my childhood is pretty typical of what it was growing up in my segment. Back in the day, I grew up on a dirt road, and it was downtown. So it was pretty typical of the 50s and 60s.
Okay. And do you consider it the best time of your life?
No. I mean, I don't think it was. I think that each stage of your life, you need to make it the best time of your life. I mean, I had a great childhood. I grew up running around free on the street, without having to worry about any kidnappings or anything like that. And but I think that each stage of your life has something that you can say it's a good time of your life.
Yeah. And what influences did you surround yourself with during your childhood?
Well, I mean, I grew up with my siblings, and there were 5 of us, so we had, I would say that they were tremendously influential. And of course, my mother was very influential. And my parents were pretty demanding, so I would say that the influences were those, my parents and my family.
Any outside influence rather than your parents or family?
Yes, actually, I would say that school-wise, I had a teacher that was amazing, and she was very influential. She was the director of the school that had extremely high standards for all of us, and she expected only the best, and I think that she was very influential also.
I see. So, can you describe the transition to adolescence? How was it hard or was it easy?
Oh my God, yeah, I would not want to be an adolescent again. That was not a lot of fun. No, absolutely not. It was kind of torturous, actually. I think that adolescents are usually not very kind to each other. I think that it's a time of exploration and a time of trying to figure out whether you're who you are, and a lot is expected out of children at that age, and you're just learning along the way. You have a lot of things going on in your life, and it's not easy. It's not easy. I don't think it's and of course today I think that there are a lot of things that make it even harder.
Yeah.
So no, I do not miss being an adolescent. At all.
Basically. So, and can you tell us a highlight of your teenager years? A highlight.
I'm going to say when I was accepted to college, that I thought that was really pretty cool to be able to go off to college, and you're full of energy and you're naive. You have no idea really what you're getting yourself into, and so I would say that was a highlight.
And how was college for you? Like, there's a transition to going to college.
Yeah. That was another torture time at the beginning. Yeah, I mean, my English was not that great, and everything was brand new. I mean, I did not go to a school like this, so I didn't have the background that you guys have when you go off to college. It's going to be a piece of pie for you guys. So I had some rough goings, and I went to the state of Missouri. It was very cold and miserable. I had never seen snow, and it was quite the adjustment, But I was determined, and my parents expected me to suck it up, and I did.
While studying at the college, what was your dream job?
My dream job was to be a translator.
Mm-hmm.
And that just kind of fizzled out because reality set in, and I needed to get a career that I could earn a living at, and that required a lot more schooling, and I just didn't follow through with it. And then I got married, and life happened.
Yeah. And if you could change something about your life, what would it be?
If I could change something about my life, I think that I would have never smoked cigarettes. Mm-hmm. And I did when I was young and dumb.
Yeah, young and naive.
Mm-hmm. And I
Great.
smoked, and that I would change. Yeah.
And how it affected it? Did it affect it greatly?
No, well, I guess it probably did to some extent. I just was young enough that I didn't realize it, and it was socially acceptable at the time, and you know, my brothers did, so I had to do whatever they did, because if they could do it, then I could do it.
Yeah. And what is something you miss from the past?
I miss the security that we had, and of course I miss the power that we used to have too.
Yeah.
So that we have electricity all the time.
Oh,
But
powerful. Just something like powerful.
Yeah,
Environmental.
no, not that kind of power. No, I miss electric power. But no, I miss the security. I miss the being able to just walk downtown or walk from my house to downtown without looking over my shoulder or wondering if someone's going to come and slap my phone out of my hand or something, you know.
Or worse.
Yeah, or worse.
Yeah.
So that, yeah.
And how would you say the school has changed throughout the years you've been here?
Oh my goodness. Well, how? A lot of ways. One critical way is when I first started at school, it went from first grade to ninth grade. So now we go from nursery, which is K3, 3-year-olds, to 18-year-olds. Also, we have gone from 2 classes in one classroom. We had first and second grade together, where first grade is now. Third and fourth grade together, where second grade is. Fifth and sixth together, and seventh and eighth grade, about where the viewing room is, more or less. So that's where it was, and where the art and music is, that was the ninth grade. It was over there. And so we've gone from two classes in one classroom to one classroom, and all the way to 12th grade, and a gazillion other changes along the way.
And we don't have time for that.
No, exactly, so we have to condense it.
Yeah. And what do you see in store for your future?
For my future?
Yeah.
My future is my retirement. When I retire, I'll have the opportunity to go and visit with my children that live in different countries, and my grandchildren, and participate in some of their lives.
And if you could describe, to end the interview, if you could describe yourself in one word, which would it be and why?
I would say that I am determined. And why? Because when I set my sights on something, I work very hard to accomplish it.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Ms. Counsil.
It's my pleasure, William.
And we'll see you next time, guys.